Hello viewers, welcome to your channel JD Ki Pathshala. As you are aware that the parliament is in session and various bills are being introduced, debated and passed by the parliament. In Rajya Sabha on Friday on 8 December, Mr. Harnath Singh Yadav from BJP introduced a private member's bill, the Waqf Repeal Bill 2022. This bill seeks to repeal the Waqf Act 1995. He said that such an outfit does not exist anywhere in the world and he felt that it should not have a place in a secular country such as India. There were sharp differences among the members of various political parties about the introduction of this bill, which led to the division of votes. The bill was introduced after 53 members voted in its favor and 32 opposed the bill. But the question in your minds must be, what is a private member's bill? Why Mr. Harnath Singh Yadav introduced it and how is it going to be treated in Rajya Sabha? Will it go to Lok Sabha? Let's see answers to all these questions. So first of all, let's define who is a private member. The member of parliament or a state legislature who is not a minister is called a private member. Any bill introduced by an individual member other than the minister is termed as a private member's bill. The aim of such a bill is to draw government's attention to a vital legal issue affecting the public and the country. Such bills can only be introduced on Friday. That is the rule of the House. Then, in case there are multiple bills, various members would like to introduce the bills, a ballot system is used to decide the sequence of the bills for introduction. There is a Parliament Committee on Private Members' Bills and Resolution, which goes through all such bills and classifies them based on their urgency and importance. To become an act, such a bill must be passed by both the Houses of Parliament and accented by the President of India. If this is what is private members' bill, then how is it different from a government bill, which is also called as a public bill? Let's see the differences. First and foremost is the day of introduction. Public bill can be introduced on any day on which the parliament is functioning. However, in case of a private member, this bill can only be introduced on Friday. As far as the introduction is concerned, the members of both the houses can introduce the bill, as well as the government can also introduce a bill in either houses of parliament. It is introduced by a minister for a public bill, however, and a member introduces his own bill. The notice period for both the bills differ. The government bill or the public bill can be introduced after giving a 7 days notice. However, in case of a private member's bill, minimum 1 month notice is required. As far as the drafting of the bill is concerned, public bill is drafted by the government. Government has its own staff. However, in case of a private member, it's the total responsibility of the member to prepare the bill. However, the necessary assistance is provided by the Secretariat of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha so that the bill is put in the format in which it can be made into a law and can be discussed. The chances of approval of a public bill is very high because government's reputation is at stake. However, in case of a private member, there are very few chances of this bill becoming a law. We'll see it little later also how has been the state of these bills in India. If this bill is not approved, the government, in case of government, the government is supposed to have gone in a minority. That is, the government does not have the support of the House and the government may have to resign. However, in case the bill is not passed of a private member, there is no impact on his membership. As far as the status after passing the bill is considered, the President can send back the public bill for reconsideration of both the houses of parliament. But if they pass it, he has no choice other than signing. However, in case of a private member's bill, the President can veto this bill. If these are the differences between public and the private members bill, how has been the state of private members bill in India? Since 1952, that is the first Lok Sabha came into existence, only 14 private members bills have become laws. Last such bill to become an act was Supreme Court Enlargement of Criminal Appellate Jurisdiction Bill 1968, which was introduced in Lok Sabha and which became a law in 1970. That means Since 55 years, not a single private member bill has become a law in both houses of parliament. In fact, in general, in any Lok Sabha tenure, just about 4 to 5% of the private members' bills are discussed and the balance lapse without discussion. Then there must be a question in your mind that the 17th Lok Sabha, that the current Lok Sabha, is about to complete its term in May 2024. So, which bills are going to lapse and which bills are not? Let's see. Does a bill lapse if the Lok Sabha is dissolved? There are three conditions in which the bills will lapse. The first is a bill pending in the Lok Sabha, a bill passed by the Lok Sabha but pending in the Rajya Sabha, and the third condition is a bill passed by the Rajya Sabha but pending in Lok Sabha will lapse. That means the current bill introduced by Mr. Yadav will lapse in case it is passed by the Rajya Sabha and is pending in Lok Sabha when the Lok Sabha is dissolved in May 2024. However, the following category of bills will not lapse. The first one is a bill not passed by two houses due to disagreement and if the President has convened the joint sitting of the houses before the Lok Sabha is dissolved. The second condition being a bill pending in Rajya Sabha but not passed by the Lok Sabha. Like this bill which has been introduced by Mr. Yadav, if it is pending in Rajya Sabha when the Lok Sabha gets dissolved, it won't lapse. A bill, then there is another condition, a bill passed by both the houses of the parliament but awaiting the assent of the President will not lapse. And last but not the least, a bill passed by both the houses but written by the President for reconsideration of houses will not lapse. So, this was all about a private member's bill. Who can introduce it? What's its status? And what is its condition in our country since independence has been brought out in today's episode. In case you have liked our episode, please subscribe to our channel, like and share so that we can do better in future. That's all for today. Let's meet next time with another topic and of your interest. Till then, goodbye.